The question you're asking and the question we're asking people out there, Caps fans, is how do you deem the season right now?
Is this good enough? Really, essentially, is this good enough? You guys always talk about free rolls. This free roll.
We are, in my opinion, we are free rolling.
They've advanced beyond where they hadn't been able to advance for 20 years.
And you did it by beating your nemesis that you can never beat in the playoffs, in the Pens.
But what if the next series is a dud and they lose? Maybe they lose 4 games to 2. Maybe it'll be somewhat competitive, but they lose.
You'll feel bad for them.
Still look back on the season and say, you know what? Good season.
It was a good run.
The expectations at the beginning of the season were low. They won the division. They beat the Pens to advance to the Eastern Conference Final.
Next year,
that's a successful season.
Absolutely. Next year might be a little different face because Carlson might be gone.
Yeah.
Trotz might be gone. I don't know. There's probably a couple other guys. I'm not.
Ruby's going to be gone. He's an RFA.
Ruby's. I mean, it'll be a little different next year, just like it was this year. Maybe they'll start going a little younger.
Tampa's goalie, by the way, has stopped 279 of 301 shots. That's a .920 percentage. He's allowed just 2 even-strength, high-danger chances out of 52.
Well, I think Holtby's right around the same numbers. I think Holtby's like 926. So they're basically playing the same sort of hockey.
I think it's going to be really difficult to score on them just based on what I'm reading and the numbers. Plus, what scares me about them is when we talked to Wyszynski yesterday, he says they're faster than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's pretty fast. Now, we matched them a little bit with our younger guys.
faster in the series than the Pens.
They were.
Overall.
We matched them because we played some younger guys.
Yep.
But
guys like Verona and
if Tampa Bay is faster than Pittsburgh, that could be dangerous. Because remember, a couple of those guys aren't going to be playing in the series, but you would assume that, Wilson and Backey will be back. Wilson definitely.
Well, Wilson's definitely back for game 1.
What did they say? Did they say anything about Backstrom yesterday?
I didn't hear.
Yeah, that'd be a good question for Tarek and Alan May. Get their best guesses. But I don't know. Let's go around the room. Drabby, what do you say? Is this season a success? I think it definitely is.
Is it only a yes or no answer?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to pick one side.
No.
Oh, you're zagging when everyone's zagging.
A hockey snob all of a sudden?
Yeah, Valdez. Come on, just be honest. Is the season a success? Get the finals in 20-some years.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
There's no joy in
I'm
sports.
a resounding
You really
yes.
are not allowing yourself to have joy then. If you're going to say it's another failure if they lose in this round,
no,
the season was not.
Well, it's not a failure. It's not a success. It's not a failure either.
Is there an in-between?
It was a yes or no question.
Yeah, you got to pick a side.
I know, and it's not a success, but it's not a failure either. It's mediocre. It's ho-hum.
It seems like
you got to the Eastern Conference Final.
Better than mediocre.
That's better than ho-hum.
Mediocre. You just beat the Penguins. Caps fans haven't felt that excited, and they haven't felt that good about themselves in 20 years.
But you may knock it down if they lose, if you buy into the whole window theory that there's only a certain window of time with Ovi playing at his peak and Backstrom playing at his peak.
I think Ovi will still play well next year.
If they're not able to these time is running out.
It is running out, but they still have another crack at it next year.
Do you put a lot of pressure on a team that's playing a better team? Do you expect them to beat the better team every time they go out? Because Tampa is the better team.
Allegedly. They play in a different division, so they have more points.
Okay,
well, it's a weaker division.
But they play the same teams, pretty much the same teams when they play in the playoffs, because you have to play the best teams. And they've been to 3 Eastern Conference Finals
the last
4
few years. They've certainly been a better playoff team.
And they got a cup back in what year was that?
2011, I believe.
Right. So this has been the better franchise since
if they beat
2011
it's a spectacular success. But I still say it's a success beating the Penguins, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years. That's just huge.
Actually, if they make it to the finals, even if they lose in the finals, I would definitely deem it a success.
Spectacular success.
Right now, I'm kind of with Valdez, where it's kind of in the middle. Like, I could say it's a success because they did get beyond where they haven't gotten beyond. But then part of me, bigger picture, not looking at just the individual season, would look at the whole Alex Ovechkin tenure and say, well, another year where he didn't win a title. Because you expect with Ovi, when they signed like Ovi to that 10-year deal, they had to believe they were going to win a title or two.
That's true.
Well, no, I think there's a quote from Ted that was on our show at one point where he said it was inevitable that they were going to win.
But not all great players win championships.
Right, correct.
I mean, Patrick Ewing didn't win a championship.
Correct, but
Barkley
my point
didn't
is,
win a championship.
Dan Marino.
My point is,
Dominique Wilkins didn't win a championship.
It's butt hard to win a title.
My point is, when you're close, and they're close now, they're in the Final Four, you might see it as slipping away.
I don't. I don't, because they got closer.
But you only get so many shots at it. This
I
is
know.
their shot. This is their shot.
Well, Drabby, they're going to try.
They'll
course.
still have
They're
a
gonna go
shot
out there
next
and give
year.
it their all.
I don't think they're gonna. Well, you think they're gonna fall off next year? I don't think they are. This was the year they were
If they
supposed to fall
lose to
off.
Tampa in 7 games and they lose 3-2 in Game 7, how can you say it's a failure of a season?
What would Trotz say?
Trotz would probably
He would
say
say
it was
we
a great
didn't
run.
accomplish our goal.
It didn't accomplish our goal, but we got a lot
I'm sure he would
accomplished.
say that.
Hey,
But
say
we got
20
a lot
Yeah, but
accomplished.
29 other teams didn't
Right.
accomplish their goal.
Yeah.